Okay. No. Okay. So now for this part, I want to walk you, Jim.
Okay.
I want to walk you through this video, even though you've already seen it, so that you also can communicate that to anyone who should be interested or who wants to know more. Okay.
Okay.
So
should
basically,
I point the camera here?
Yeah, you can do. Well, you can film both, just kind of like.
Well, I mean, I'll just do it.
Yeah. Oh, well, here. Well, I'm not going to play the whole video right now, but let me just explain it to you. You can just film me, which is fine. It's fine. But so we made a video about the reunion. It's actually was done by Shirley Wu Chan. She's a 93 alum. Her daughter volunteered to get some footage at the reunion, and she compiled this incredible video that has subsequently led to our pitch for the future. And I'm just going to walk you through this because it's okay if I'm going to just walk you through it. So
okay.
So the credits, the video does have there are some it's set up like a movie. There's the reunion. There are the credits thanking everybody that got involved, and then there's a teaser, and then there's a blooper. So once we release this video, you're going to want to watch it to the very end. But I just want to explain some important parts of it for anyone who's interested in how this was produced. The credits are important because we want to first thank everybody for all the roles that they played, even if it's a small role. Because if it weren't for that, if it weren't for 40-some people playing a small role, this would have been so much more difficult to plan and execute. It was a great reunion. I mean, there were some fumbles. It was a great reunion, and it's going to. But at the end of the credits, we thank OCAC and CYC. Did you see that part, Jim?
Yeah.
And I feel like let me talk to this a little bit. So, there's a lot of what I hear from a lot of alumni is that they're really grateful and thankful that the Taiwan government had offered this program for us. And there's really no way to actually express that appreciation because how do you do that? Oh, thank you, Taiwan. How do you do that? So there's a portion in the video during the credits where we actually hopefully were able to express that gratitude towards OCAC and CYC, and also to all the people who helped. Because I guess there's a small element of the population back then who felt like we were just a bunch of spoiled kids that went back to Taiwan and partied like crazy and then left, and who cares? When actually, scroll forward 20, 30 years, and that fondness and affection that we have for Taiwan is still there. If anything, it's even stronger than before because we're now mature adults. Right? But I thought it was important to acknowledge our Zambei. And also it acknowledges our parents for sending us on this program. And it really was so many people involved in the production of the study tour program. So, but anyway, and then, so it isn't, even though some people are going to be like, oh man, those credits are really long. To me, I feel like it's really important to say thanks to the people today who were involved in the reunion, the people who somebody kept up that Wikipedia page. It's a lengthy document about the history of the Love Boat program and the politics that were involved in all and what ended up happening. You can see that someone or a group of people put a lot of thought into that. And that Wikipedia page has really helped us a lot. It's really given us so much, background and perspective and a better understanding of the Love Boat program's role in the bigger picture of what the government was trying to do as far as cultivating overseas support and goodwill. I don't know if it's a problem, but so many people went on the Love Boat till this day didn't understand what that real purpose of that program was for.
Right.
Which is fine. You don't need to know why something was, you don't need to know why this cup was designed this way in order to benefit from the cup, right? Mm-hmm. But if more people understood that, especially the people who still feel strongly about wanting to help Taiwan in some way, you know, if you understood what the bigger picture was, it's pretty wild to understand. You know, it gives you so much a richer, deeper perspective of, we were almost guinea pigs. You know, we were almost guinea pigs in this program because they didn't know how it was going to turn out.
Right.
They just made the assumption, just like Birthright Israel. You know, you think, okay, let's introduce let's show the best of Taiwan to these college students, basically, who are at a formative time in their lives, right? And let's hope that we can impress upon them that, hey, we matter, Taiwan matters, and you know, hopefully when they grow up and mature and start their careers, that they will somehow bring that support back. You know, it is such a huge part of history, especially when you look at what's happening today. You know, anyway, I could talk about this part forever, but so I do feel that the credits are important. It's so much more than just movie credits. We're actually really showcasing just how many people were a part of this whole experience, and to say thank you. You know, just say thank you for all that hard work. 46 years. The difference, there's a lot of differences between Birthright Israel and the Love Boat. And we'll explore that separately, but one is that the Love Boat ran for 46 years. Birthright Israel isn't nearly as long. Our program went as far as 6 weeks long, which means that the connections that were developed and cultivated, the friendships, is so much stronger than a 2-week program. 2-week program overseas is almost like a trip. It's like a vacation. That was fun. That was nice. But you also go elsewhere on the world during your life. You know, it's not the same as when you're like stuck together for 6 weeks. Mm-hmm. Like it or not, it really does build a really deep relationship amongst us. But the other reason is that guanxi, that concept of guanxi in the Chinese culture, Asian culture, is so much, see, I don't even know how to explain it. It's very intangible, but it has a much deeper meaning in the Asian culture than it does in any other culture. I mean, guanxi, connections is important anywhere you go. Here, you want a job in the States, you better know somebody. But the depth and the power of it, I don't know, help me out, Jim. Like, guanxi is like it's just very, in many ways, it's a profound level of a relationship. Yeah.
In Asian cultures.
Yeah, so anyway, so we will also be able to explore the difference between Birthright Israel and the Study Tour program. Okay. But in any case, so this video then leads you to what's going to happen in the future, and this is where we start talking about what we have plans for the alumni initiative. And so, you know, we encourage people to, you know, when you watch it, hopefully you enjoy it. A lot of work went into it. Different people were involved, but you know, watch it to the very end. And if you could please share it with not just your alumni friends, but anyone who has an interest in Taiwan, especially share it with your parents. Tell your parents to share it, because they will have a different understanding of the Love Boat program than we did. So, and we want to interview the parents too. You know, at some point, once we get the podcast rolling, we want to interview the parents as well. But anyway, so this video has taken a long time to produce, and that's because, you know, the limitation of a volunteer group. That's the nature of limitations of a volunteer group. So Jem and I are working towards raising money, finding the funding so that he and I can work for this initiative full time for a limited period of time, maybe 2 years, in order to get this whole thing set up, get the studies going, get all the yearbooks together, you know, making sure the legal infrastructure is in place, because we do understand privacy concerns, website, database, all of that. So anyway, This is very ad hoc. There's no plan for this, but anyway, Jim and I are here talking about this, and we thought we'd share some of this conversation with you. Okay, so anything else you want to add, Jim?
No, it's good.
Babbling.
No, we didn't really plan this for a coffee shop. Let's have some coffee. Let's do some stuff with the books. So,
and
that's
we're
what
also
doing.
testing out the microphones.
Yes.
So do let us know. Well, we'll listen to it ourselves. But anyway, hopefully we'll have more. Hopefully we'll have some really good content to share with you guys later on. Okay, bye.
Right.